Hello, my beautiful people. What is up? Welcome back. So, if you look at the timestamps, I'm a little late this year, but last year I did a book haul from one of my favorite book sales, and this year I am going to be doing another one. Took me a little bit, but this is going to be more of a generalized all of the books I got in February because I had my grandma in town, and so she gave me some books, and I went book shopping with my friends, and we bought some books as well as the book sale. So basically, lots of books, which means a wonderful haul. Okay, let's get started. First book I got is Heat by Mike Lupica. I got this because I remembered us having some Mike Lupica books. Turns out we have this one. So I have 2 copies now. Woohoo! Figure I can give it to someone. And then I got The Tempest from Shakespeare. I'm building my Shakespeare collection slowly, but still excited. I also got Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. I've heard a lot about this book. Supposedly it's a really good classic, and I really wanted to read it. And also I just think the cover is absolutely stunning. Next, I got a bunch of books by Jean Craighead George. I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. But she writes some of the best nature books, and My Side of the Mountain is one of my favorites by her, and I found a bunch of them. So this is The Talking Earth, and we'll come across some other of her books in a few minutes. I also got The Best Laid Plans by Cameron Lund. Yeah, I thought this was a different book, but I got it thinking it was something else, and I'm still excited to have it. It looks like a fun little rom-com. Also got Authentically Izzy, another fun little rom-com. Yeah, it looks like a social media slash letter fiction, so that will be fun. And then I got some interesting fantasy books. Oh my gosh, guys, my brain is off. I got The Blacksmith Queen by G.A. Eichen, and this just looked like a fascinating fantasy book. It kind of gave me like Red Queen vibes ish, or Ash Princess vibes, so I got really excited. I also got A Girl Who Walks into the Forest, which is, you know, what looks like another fun fantasy book. A lot of these are ARC reader editions, so that's really fun. And then last, but certainly not least for this very section, is Young Warriors, Stories of Strength, edited by Tamora Pierce and Joseph Sherman. I'm obsessed with Tamora Pierce. Obviously, if you know me, you know that she's like one of my all-time favorites. This also has a book, or a story in it by Holly Black, and Janice Ian, Leslie McBain, Tamora Pierce, Mike Resnick, Bruce Hollander Rogers. Anyway, very excited about this, but especially Holly Black and Tamora Pierce, 2 of my favorites. Then I have a realistic fiction novel called A Girl Named Disaster. I'm gonna be so honest, the title caught my attention, and that was it. I said, this, I need it. This seems fascinating. And then on to the next little section slash stack of books. I got the original Boxcar Children's book. This one is my favorite out of all of them. I absolutely adore this book. And I kept trying to find it, but all of the copies were new copies, you know, reprints. And I did not want a reprint. I wanted the original. So I finally found it, vintage, and I am very excited. And then another Jean Craighead George book, Tree Castle Island. Again, very excited, been collecting her books. They're all just like so aesthetically naturey and pleasing, and I just love it. I also finally got Island of the Blue Dolphins, which is one of my favorite books. And I actually got the second one, which I'll be grabbing in a minute, and that is Zia, which is the second book in this series. So excited about that. I got The Stand-In by Lily Chu, and it's an autographed copy, which is pretty damn cool. And then I got an Alan Gratz book because I love him and I can add this to my collection of Alan Gratz, and it's a beautiful worn paperback that looks amazing. Just the front part got my attention immediately. He joined the Hitler Youth as a spy, and that just 10 out of 10. And then I got The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, which is a Twilight novella, and it is a hardback. It's in great condition, and it is just beautiful. Funny enough, I only own the first one. I own Twilight, and that's the only book, but I saw this one, and I was like, I need it. And then I got The Tales of Beetle and Bard, which, I mean, speaks for itself, I feel like. I've never owned any of the Twilight booklets, like the Fantastical Beasts or anything like that. So when I saw this in gorgeous condition and beautiful, I was like, I'm taking it with me. And then I got The Carolina Crow Girl, which must have been so this is only available for distribution through the school market at Scholastic, and I saw this online, and I thought it was fascinating, and I wanted to read it. And I couldn't find it anywhere. It didn't exist. So to find it at this book sale was like Christmas and my birthday all in one. I love it when I find hidden gems. And then I got Dragon Watch, Master of the Phantom Isle by Brandon Mull. This is book 3 of a separate, like, standalone sequel series to Fablehaven. And I own all the Fablehaven books. I love them. Do I own any of the Dragon Watch ones? No. But I saw one and I was like, I want that. That looks good. So that is how that went. All of these are books I got at the book sale so far. We'll be getting into books I didn't get at the book sale soon. I got Iron Widow, which by Ziron J. Zhao? I don't know. I started reading this book and then I honestly kind of forgot about it. And so when I saw it, I was like, I do want to finish it. And it's pretty and it's a hardback and it's in great condition. And yeah. I love also having books that have been really popular in the past to talk about. And then I bought One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, which, funny story, I remember when this book went viral, I really wanted to read it, but it was always checked out of the library. So instead I read Two Can Keep a Secret, and I really enjoyed it, but I never got around to reading One of Us is Lying. And so when I saw it at the book sale, you best believe I was taking that home with me. I needed it. Okay, I got A Ranger's Apprentice book, The Burning Bridge, book 2, love. I'm trying to get the whole series. Everyone in my family loves these books, so we were going to buy the whole series. And in the same vein, I also got Brother Band, Scorpion Mountain. Both of these are by John Flanagan. And if you haven't read these series, you 100% should. They are 10 out of 10 fantastic books. Okay. My bestie's behind the camera and she's saying she seconds it. So yeah, take it from us. They're incredible. And they are good for all ages. Like, you can read it as a 30-year-old or as a 13-year-old and love it. And then I got Eragon. So funny enough, I think last year at the book sale, I bought Eldest, which is book 2. And I've only had Eldest for the longest time. And so I bought Eragon. And guys, Risinger. And it's a hardback and it is beautiful. Guys, like, look at the drawings in the back and stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So yes, very excited that I own this now. I think these books are stunning and wonderful. And I'm finally glad to have 1 and 3 and not just book 2. Then I got The Martian, which is, just a classic. I don't love it in this form. I would rather get, a slightly normal sized book and less thick. But either way, it's fine. I love this book. If you have not read this, it is hysterical. It is incredibly funny, super fun, and the best thing that Andy Weir did in this book is the fact that he used real, science, genuine theoretical science. So it is a fascinating book where it talks about, well, if we could get to Mars, how would we survive there? And it uses genuine science to figure it out. But it's also broken down in a way that is simple, and the narrator is hilarious and just genuinely very relatable and human. So 10 out of 10 book. Guys, I have a precarious stack on the side. Then I got Michael Vey, The Traitor, and Michael Vey, The Colony. And y'all, maybe I'm a little slow, but I thought there was only to 7. And then I saw that they came out with 8. And I was really fascinated by that, right? No one told me there was 9 and 10. So imagine my surprise when I find them. And I was like, wow, 2 new books. And somehow I never heard about it. Someone's keeping secrets from me. That's all I'm going to say. And then I got No More Dead Dogs by Gordon Corman, because this book is hysterical. If you are actually any age, I love this book. I read it in middle school, and then for some reason this book disappeared. No one had it, no one knew about it. And so when I found it at the thing, I was like, oh my goodness, I finally get to own it, because I think this book is hysterical. So yeah. Okay guys, I am halfway through my haul. You know what, I'm gonna do 2 more books and then that'll be halfway. And if you guys want to see part 2 with the other half of my haul, and as well as some organizing and library revamping, then like and comment down below. And I got Build a Girlfriend by Elva Luz, and You're Breaking My Heart by Olugbemisola Rude Perkovic. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm really sorry. Yeah. And so, yeah. Like, subscribe, all of the thingies, and comment down below if you want to see part 2, and a library revamp and some organizing with a special guest. Love you guys. Bye.